800 maiden. The starter stepping up onto the ladder. The red light goes on. Set for action. They're off and racing. War City missed it slightly, and Laguna Beach was anchored from its wide gate right back to the tail end of the field. JD is the first to jump away, and Fair Rouge and Magic's Heritage are both going to take it on as they come onto the proper. Magic's Heritage looking for the lead, now extends, finds the rail, and settles a length and a half in front from Fair Rouge JD. A length and a half behind them to Dynamic Force, who's back there in the middle, travelling fourth. War City 3 deep. Over on the inside is Miss Dominican, and then a length away then is the 2-year-old Ice Skate, being followed wider on the track by Secret Potion. Laguna Beach going right up near the inside and dropping out last of all in the early part, Glamouresque. At the 800 mark, coming along the riverside of the track, the leader is Magic's Heritage. It showed the way by a length and a half. Running second is Fair Rouge, and JD on the fence is third. 3/4 of a length away, but covering plenty of extra ground and working as well as War City. In between horses, Dynamic Force nearing the home corner. Over on the inside, Miss Dominican cluttered away, will need a bit of luck coming into the bend. Secret Potion, Ice Skate behind those. Glamouresque and Laguna Beach also held up for a run. At the top of the home straight, 350 left to gallop. They'd balanced up behind Magic's Heritage. A length and a half in front, Fair Rouge. Down on the inside, here's Miss Dominican starting to wind up now, coming with a great burst. Magic's Heritage, Miss Dominican down on the inside, and now Dynamic Force wider out. Miss Dominican right up against the inside, deeper out Dynamic Force. Miss Dominican with the rails hugging ride gets home to beat Dynamic Force. JD in a photo for third with Magic's Heritage. From last, Glamouresque has run on well. In behind those, Laguna Beach, followed further back behind them, Ice Skate. Fair Rouge weakening, likewise War City and Secret Potion. Jade McNaught scraping Dulux here with Miss Dominican. Number 9, the winner, Miss Dominican here. This Blackfriars 3-year-old filly from the Fred Kersley yard. She needed a sprinkling of luck from where she was placed midfield, but she had plenty of horse underneath her, ready to take her into the race when the gap presented itself, and drove through. Came off a very good first up and form-enhanced race reference down there at Bunbury to get the job done here with the 53.5. Number 9 first, Miss Dominican from the Fred Kersley stable, Jade McNaught. Second is number 2, Dynamic Force, Chris Parnham. Third is number 3 in that photo, JD, Ellie Asfar, ahead of Magic's Heritage, who led for a long way. 9-2-3-1, time 1:31.18, 1:31.18, and a neck by 3/4 were margins. The last 635.63. So for Judith Kersley, Leah Myers, the Greenfields Lodge, managed by Tony Patrizzi, Jimmy Myers, S. Robertson, and G. Hart, Fred Fairthorne Jr., Sangalli Brothers, and A. Allsop. By Blackfriars, out of 5 fields, and written by Jade McNaught in superb style. Always need a bit of luck when you're there. You've got to put the horse, though, into the race, and that she certainly did at the 250 point and got the best out of this 3-year-old. So it cracks a maiden here at its second run. The third, the Amelia Park handicap at 420. It's over the 1400. No alterations. It's a field of 8 to run in the next. Well, it was all hands on deck there with the Fred Kersley stable. He had 3 runners going around in that maiden. He's come up with the right one, getting home to score, and it looks as though she's got plenty of upside. Miss Dominican, as we take you back to Britt Taylor.
Looks that way. Odds were in Fred's favour with the 3 runners, and the punters landed on the right one. Miss Dominican well supported into about $2.60. The 2-year-olds were on the drift, and always hard for a 2-year-old to take on the older horses. So Miss Dominican today. Fred, congratulations on the winner. A back marker drawn 1. They always need a little bit of luck. What were your thoughts coming into the corner?
Yeah, it's almost well, I can't remember the last time I drew one anyhow, so funny enough with her, I didn't want to. I thought she needed plenty of room, and in the run I was very much concerned that it was going to not work out for her, but Jade rode very well. and in the end got the job done.
Well, we know that Jade likes to follow Willie Pike and everything that he does, and coming into the corner, it looked like she was just modelling him with, I think, what Darren described as the Dulux hugging ride. How much upside does this horse have?
Hard to tell. I've always liked her as a 2-year-old. She didn't run. I thought she was a stayer in the making. I still have that view of her. Best part about her runs have been, and trials, is the way she finishes.
Now, you decided to put two 2-year-olds in this. Was that the view that they needed further and just not having those 1,500-metre races for the juveniles?
Perth Racing seems to have a policy of not running any 2-year-old races further than 1,000 or 1,100, and not all horses are sprinters, so they either stay home in the box or they come to the race to get some experience. Now, was it my first preference? No. It was the only thing I could do.
Luckily that this one's done a very good job here in Miss Dominican. Well done.
Thank you.
Fred Kersley, training the winner, had 3 engaged in the race here, including those 2-year-olds needing a run for a bit of experience over a little bit of ground, but this is the one that the punters landed on, and they would have been crossing their fingers coming into the corner. Jade McNaught up on the rail. I think Darren said it in the call. She's going to need a little bit of luck, but you could just see her eyeing off the rail. Jade, I was just saying, you're so well known to be following Willie and everything that he does. You must have been feeling like you were channeling your inner Pike then.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to be patient. I thought she was the best horse in the race. One was always going to be sticky for her because she can be a bit slow away, but she's learned a lot from last start. She was able to begin a bit better. I was a little bit worried about the ones who were following, but there's not much we could do until the straight. Luckily, they all angled outwards and it all worked out well.
It worked out perfectly. Fred obviously wanted to draw wide with her, knowing that she'd need that little bit of room. How was she racing in between horses, with the horses to her outside?
No, she's very good. She's learning still. She was changing strides a little bit, and she was sort of a little bit keen, and she dropped the bridle for a bit, but it's all learning. She's showing good qualities to be a very nice horse.
Well, hopefully she can keep going on with it. Well done.
Hope so for Fred. Thank you.
Jade McNaught and Fred Kersley combining with Miss Dominican landing for the punters.